You don't see colours the way a camera does. When you go outside and see that the sky is blue, you don't just experience blue light hitting the back of your eyes. What you're actually thinking is something along the lines of, "Oh, what a lovely day," because your experience is made up of what you see and how you react to it emotionally, and what you think you might do with what you see. And the way we see things is complex and not completely understood. You don't see shapes the way a camera does. You don't see anything the way a camera does. For example, you can't see in any great detail outside the very centre of your visual fields. Try reading something without looking directly at it, and it's pretty much impossible. When you assess a scene in real life, your eyes flick around from point to point, picking out important things and ignoring things that don't matter. And what you ignore is really important because you just don't have time to see and experience everything. And if you close your eyes and figure out the shape of an object using your hands, you use the same part of your brain as if you were looking at it. And that's why it's meaningless to ask which lens is equivalent to a human eye. First, you have two eyes, and second, your perception is a lot more complex than just what's coming through your eyes at a given instant. So when you see something and you notice that you want to take a picture of it, the first rule is to pay attention. You have to decide what's important, what you're trying to highlight, and then you have to eliminate the irrelevant. This picture of the Rock of Cashel is a bit crap because all this stuff is hanging around at the bottom. When I was actually there, I just didn't see it because I wasn't paying attention. So if possible, you have to get rid of the extraneous stuff. Then you have to arrange the things you do want in a reasonably orderly fashion. If possible, draw the viewer's eye through the frame in a way that feels natural. That way the photo simulates what a person would do if they were actually there. You look at one thing, look at something else, and feel satisfied that the important things have been seen. One of the easiest ways to do this is called the rule of thirds. You divide the picture into thirds vertically and horizontally, and put things at the intersections. But there are other ways of doing it. You should also pick the right time. When the sun is low, it adds a nice gold colour to things. Cloudy nights in cities aren't great because the clouds take on that awful sodium orange from streetlights, and things look different depending on the time of year with leaves and flowers and the position of the sun. You'll have had the experience of accidentally turning on the selfie camera on your phone and going, ugh. When a camera's too close to a person, it makes them look really unnatural, because in real life you have two eyes, and when you look at another person you build a 3D model of them in your head. It appears that 3D model is roughly equivalent to what someone looks like from 5 or 6 meters away, so people look best if you don't take the picture too close to their face. Stand back and zoom in, then the person's face looks properly proportioned. Focus on the eyes because that's where you're supposed to look. If you want to take pictures of people indoors, you'll find it easier if you get an external flash, point it upwards and bounce the light off the ceiling rather than flashing right into people's faces. Using the on-camera flash is an excellent way to make people look dead. Obviously that doesn't work if you're using your phone. If you are using a phone, make sure to take the picture from slightly above the subject looking down. That emphasizes the eyes and prevents the appearance of double chins. If you were taking a picture of yourself with a phone, you'd hold it a bit above your head, so do the same for other people. I have some half-formed videos on my computer about how a camera works, and one day I might even finish them, but usually the camera doesn't really matter. And the sage advice of Ken Rockwell holds true, that you should fart for good photos. Feel, notice that you want to take a picture. Assess, pay attention to what you want to convey. Refine, get rid of things that don't matter and position things in the frame. Take.